Good morning, dear children. Children, as you know, we are learning IUPAC Nomenclature of Organic Compounds containing functional group, and we have studied functional group like acid, ester, acyl chloride, amide, cyanide, aldehyde, and ketone. Today we are going to learn hydroxyl or alcoholic group and amino group. Now, if you talk about OH group, the structure of OH is this, and the suffix for OH group is all. So let's take some example and write their IUPAC name. For example, this is one compound. I need to write its name. Let's count the carbon. These are 2 and name of the compound is ethanol. Like one more example, let's take CH3, CH, Cl, CH2, OH. Let's write the name. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So name would be on second position. There is chloro. In chain there are 3 carbon and with 1 all. So this is how we write name of the compound containing OH group. Let's take one more example, and this is an example where you are seeing on third carbon atom there is a alkyl group. So name of the compound would be 3-methyl butanol. So children, this is how we used to write the IUPAC name of the compounds containing OH group. So children, let's talk about another functional group, and that is amine. NH2 is the amino group. The structure of amino group is like this, and the prefix which is used for amino group is amine or alkane amine. And children, the suffix which is used for amino group is alkane amine or amine, and amino is the prefix. So let's take some example, like if you have a compound like CH3, CH2 and NH2 is there. So name would be ethane amine. Let's take one more example. For example, you have CH3, CH2, CH2 and NH2. So the name of this compound would be, since it is having 3 carbon atoms, so the name is propane amine. So now children, if you remember, I talked about primary amine, secondary amine and tertiary amine. Children, I talked about, if you remember, let's write here, I talked about NH2 I talked about NH and I also talked about N. Now, children, one valency of NH2 must be bonded with the chain of carbon atoms, and the another valency, like in NH or in the secondary amine, can be bonded with alkyl group, or in tertiary amine, one is bonded to the main chain of carbon atoms and another two valency instead of hydrogen can be bonded with alkyl groups. Now, how to write name of such compounds? So, let's take example like if you have a compound like CH3, CH2, NHCH3. This is the compound and you need to write name of this compound. If you see carefully what is happening to this compound, NH2 was the original group and one hydrogen is replaced by this functional group, this alkyl group, sorry. So, how to write name of this alkyl group? Plus, with suffix, we need to write name the compound. When hydrogen is replaced of nitrogen by alkyl group, we used to give position of that alkyl group as N alkyl group or N methyl, because methyl is present. Kahan present? On N position. N methyl, then this is carbon number 1, this is carbon number 2. So total 2 carbon in chain, and the name of this compound is ethanamine, N-methyl ethanamine. Let's take example of tertiary one. This is the compound. Let's suppose CH3, CH2, N, and both the hydrogen atoms are replaced by two methyl groups. Now, this is your main chain. These are two alkyl groups. So, how would we write name? We will write N dimethyl, and now chain is containing two carbon atoms. So, two carbon atoms containing amino group will be written as ethanamine. So this is how we used to write name of primary, secondary and tertiary amino group names. Now children, let's talk about polyfunctional group containing compounds. Polyfunctional compounds. Children, all those organic compounds which used to have two or more functional group, it may be different, it may be same, in their molecules are called polyfunctional compounds. And when we are seeing two functional groups are there in one compound, while writing IUPAC name, we need to take care that both the functional group's name, either in suffix or prefix, the name should be there in IUPAC name of that compound. When there are two or more different functional groups, one of them will be selected as principal functional group and other will be treated as substituents. I repeat, When there are two or more different functional group in one organic compound, one of them is selected as principal functional group and others are selected as substituents. The principal functional group is used as suffix for IUPAC name, while the substituents are written with their appropriate prefixes. Now children, how to select which one is the principal and which one would be treated as substituent? If you see carefully children, this is series. Here you are seeing. This is the series or I would say the priority series through which we can see how can we take or in what manner we will select the principal functional group and the substituent. This is the series where the functional group is arranged in the decreasing order of their priority. For example, if you have COOH and CN together in one group, COOH will be treated as principal functional group and CN would be substituent. If COCl and OH groups are there in a compound, COCl would be your principal functional group and OH would be your substituent. So for COCl I will take suffix and for OH I will take prefix. This is how we used to select the principal functional group and substituent in polyfunctional compounds. Now let's take some example. For example, there is a compound containing CH3, CH, NH2, CH2, OH. Now just see the priority series. In priority series, you are seeing OH and NH2 are there. OH is written before NH2. So I will be selecting the chain, the main chain containing OH group. This would be your principal functional group and according to OH I'll be giving suffix to the compound and NH2 will be treated as prefix. So name of this compound would be on second carbon atom. What you are seeing? There is amino. NH2's prefix is amino and the chain is containing 3 carbon atoms with suffix ol. Next, let's take one more example, like if I have CH3, CH, OH, CH2, COOH. Again, I have to select the principal functional group and principal functional group is COOH because it is top in the list and OH would be treated as substituent. So what would be the name of this compound? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3rd and this is 4th carbon atom. On 3rd carbon atom there is hydroxy and name of the compound would be butaneoic acid. Let's take the last example and suppose the last example is a compound which is containing two similar functional group. How would we give name to the compound now? Now children, you see, let's count the carbon atom. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. On one and on third carbon atom there is all. So how would we write the name of the compound? We will write the number of carbon atom, that is butane, on one position. On third position, diol. This is how we used to write the compound's IUPAC name containing two or more similar or different functional group. Thank you, children.